Chaos, I thrive on it. It's okay. I got this. Found these headlights in a bargain bin. Price was right, so I bought all three just in case. They are for the light bar on the back of an off-road vehicle. Perfect size and shiny. Used a master cylinder from a 1980 Mustang with manual disc brakes. Made a bracket out of 1/8 plate because it hangs a little below the frame. Got a set of rear brakes from a 2017 Ford Focus with no miles. Got it on eBay. Guy replaced them with rear discs as soon as he bought the car. Got everything, including the e-brake cables. Cut the center out of the original backing plates, welded them into the new ones. Fit perfect. The brake setup from the quad probably would have worked. Okay, but they looked inadequate. I ordered 2 round stainless steel discs 7 inches in diameter by a 1/4 inch thick. Made adapters to the Ford Festiva calipers. Made adapters for the wheels while I was at it. New flex lines front and rear and all copper infused hard lines. Even added a rear pressure compensator. Needed a shifter. Found a bent tie rod from a wrecked Focus. It was curved just right, so I welded a nut onto a piece of pipe for a handle. Used a ball joint socket for a pivot. 4 speeds forward, 1 reverse. That'll work. The motorbike coilovers didn't cut it, so I found a set of adjustable coil springs for a Honda and made my own. Brake pedal made from a 13/16 drop forged combination wrench with a rubber pad for an e-brake. Throttle pedal from a Buick Skylark. Steering wheel from a lawn tractor of unknown make. The e-brake handle from a Ford Focus. In case you're wondering, I have a couple of them sitting around for parts. Now to the exhaust. The engine came out of a 6x6 amphibious vehicle, so the exhaust was the weirdest thing I ever saw. Starting over was in order. Of course, I would want duals. Came off the exhaust ports with a 1-inch black iron pipe, then flanged it to 1.25 tubing and out between the cowl and the fender. One of my favorite parts of the whole project. They came off a Suzuki 175cc. Saved them for years. Knew I would find something cool to do with them. The Briggs & Stratton had a built-in alternator of sorts, but it didn't suit me. I found a miniature 40-amp unit designed for racing applications. Perfect. I worried the drive pulley blocked too much air, so I drilled a circle of 1-inch holes in it. No problems. As mentioned in the previous video, I mounted the battery in the quarter panel, mounted a plastic battery box sideways, used 70 GM battery connectors for clearance. The Ford Salisbury axle had a 370 to 1 gear ratio. It was too fast, and easily hit 50 miles an hour and would have done more. It would only run in fourth gear on the level and slipped starting out and shattered the clutch. I learned these axles are popular in Europe for racing, and I found a guy in England who had gear sets up to 5-10-1. So I ordered one and installed it. Again, problem solved. An accurate speedometer presented a challenge. With a mix-match driveline and exceptionally low gear ratio, no mechanical solutions were readily available. So a GPS system was in order. Made a mirror mount / GPS receiver mount, works perfect. An accurate tachometer proved to be an unexpected challenge. The V-twin engine has a unique firing sequence. It fires 90 degrees apart, and then their four-stroke cycles begin again. Anyway, made identifying a good tach signal tough, especially since they use waste-fire ignition. I tried to set a contact points on the transmission shaft. Worked on the bench, but bounced at high speed. No good. Ramp speed on my homemade cam was too steep. But too late. It was already inside the bell housing. Oh well. Next, I tried a 4-cylinder distributor. Just needed the primary signal. It worked great until I mounted the fan and tried to put the grill shell back on. Finally got it. Used the frame from an old alternator, mounted a hall sensor set to a plate, triggered a GM HEI module. Still working today. If you're thinking I'm a little obsessive compulsive about a tach, I know. But with the centrifugal clutch, I need to know when the RPMs drop below 1800 so I can shift. Wish I would have used a Borg and Beck style clutch. Oh well. Needed seats. Found a couple of fiberglass chairs that were actually in our kitchen in the 70s. Didn't like them then either. Sanded them, sealed them, painted them to match. They contributed well to the waterproof theme, since there is no top. Needed taillights. Had a set of 66 Mustang backup lights. Of course they had clear lenses. Cut out round pieces of old taillight lenses. Made great lenses. They were curved to fit the tail panel of the Mustang, so I mounted them in the lathe and turned them flat. Oh, and they needed to be double filament bulbs, brake and tail lights. Build housings on the fenders, nothing to it. Thanks for watching. Building a 3/4 scale 32 Ford Roadster from scratch, part 3. If you missed part 1 or 2, click on the link below to view it. Part 4 is coming soon. We will finish up with paint and interior. Again, thanks for watching Dad's Garage. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the link below and subscribe to our channel.